We're back to chatting about mental health again because it's both a popular topic and is still misunderstood in how these issues show up in men. Even though it took me a long time to finally get myself diagnosed with depression, I was already aware of the options available for treatment because I'd spent time learning to be a mental health first aider, as well as doing a foundational course in counselling. So imagine how difficult it would be for a guy who didn't have this pre-existing interest to both feel ready to see a doctor for diagnosis, as well as understand what the different types of counselling are available and the pros and cons of taking medication. As I'm not a doctor, I'm not going to make any suggestions about medication, but there's loads of great info online to look at the pros and cons. Instead, I'm going to chat a bit about some of the best types of counselling that are most suitable for guys. For men who are very practical problem solvers and are very hands-on in fixing things, behavioural activation therapy is a great option because you can get tangible actions to put in place in order to produce the desired results. For the more introverted man, person-centred therapy allows time to talk through your thoughts and find your own answers. This was most suited for me and really helped in my own recovery. Interpersonal therapy might be ideal if the primary cause of your issues come from relationships with family, friends or partners. Other types of counselling include CBT, otherwise known as cognitive behavioural therapy, EMDR, which can be suitable for those with PTSD. There are other types of therapy, but the ones I've mentioned are the most likely options for most men, and you can find out more options online. I thoroughly recommend having some form of counselling to deal with any mental health condition. You might have to try out a couple of different types of therapy as well as different counsellors in order to find the one that's best for you, but it's definitely worth the effort. If you find yourself on a long waiting list for free NHS counselling here in the UK, then your nearest Mind charity office can direct you to the cheapest alternative, some of which are also free of charge. That's where I finished my counselling at only £20 a session. I don't have any affiliation with Mind, aside from the great experience with them that I had, which is why I'm singing their praises today. So guys, if you need some help for your mental health, please reach out now to your NHS Wellbeing, the Mind Charity or even the Samaritans.